A paper airplane in the shape of a triangle is 35 square inches in area. Its base is 9 inches longer than the altitude. Find the base and altitude of the triangle. All right, first of all, let's talk about the area of a triangle. So here we have a triangle. The base is typically the bottom half, although that's somewhat arbitrary. And then the altitude is the height of the triangle. And the formula for area is 1/2 base times height equals area. All right, so let's draw on the dimensions. So first of all, I'll draw a line going straight down, and the length of that line is the altitude, which I'll just call x. And then you can use a for altitude or h for height, doesn't matter. And then it says the base is 9 inches longer than altitude. So the base here, this distance across the bottom, I'll call that x plus 9. Because it's 9 inches longer. And then I can plug those numbers into the formula. So 1/2 base times height equals area becomes 1/2 times the base, which is x plus 9, times the height, which is x, equals the area, which is 35. All right, now I need to distribute. So I got to distribute the 1/2 and I got to distribute the x. I'll just start with, you can do both at the same time. I'll just do one at a time though. So I'll start by distributing the x. So I've got 1/2 times x is x squared, and then x times 9 is 9x, still equals to 35. And then I can distribute the half. So I've got 1/2 x squared, 1/2 times 9x, I'll just call that 9/2 x, because 9 times a half is 9/2. I could say 4.5, but I'll just keep it in fraction form. Okay, still equals 35. All right, now at this point, you can solve with the 1/2 in front, but it would be way easier. Because it's an equation, I can do whatever I want to it, just do it to both sides. So let's multiply everything by 2. And that way it'll clear out the half, so I'll just have a nice simple x squared for my first term. So 2 times the half x squared is just 1x squared. I'll just write x squared. And then also, this is very convenient, the 2 times the 9/2 is 9. And then the x. And then 35 times 2 is 70. All right. Now, let's move the 70 over to the left-hand side. I've got x squared plus 9x minus 70 equals to 0. Okay, so now it's in standard form. I'm ready to factor this here. So how do I factor x squared plus 9x minus 70? So a little trial and error. You have to think of two numbers that multiply to 70 and then at the same time add to 9. So, multiply to negative 70. So I could try, you could just make a list. 7 times 10 gives you 70, except one of those has to be negative. But no matter what, whether I make the 7 negative or the 10 negative, it's not going to add up to 9. So that's not the right combination. I can try, what else is that? 5 times 14. Okay, this is looking promising. If I make the 5 negative and the 14 positive, when I multiply those together, 5 times, well, negative 5 times 14 is negative 70. But when I add negative 5 plus 14, I get a positive 9. So there is my magic combination, negative 5 and 14. So now back to the equation. I've got x minus 5 times x plus 14 equals to 0. So now I can use that rule from algebra that says that if a times b equals 0, then either a equals 0 or b equals 0. It's just a natural fact. Anytime you multiply two things and you get a 0 for the answer, then one of those factors must be a 0. So I can now take this and I can either say x minus 5 equals 0 or x plus 14 equals 0. All right, and at this point, you can just solve this in your head. 5 minus 5 is 0, so x can be 5, or x is negative 14. If you want to be official about it, you can add 5 to both sides, and 5's cancel. If x is 5, you can subtract 14 from both sides. Okay, now think about what x is. X is a length. X is the height of the triangle. You cannot have negative numbers. anytime you have a physical distance, even though theoretically negative 14 is, a solution to this equation, but it's not, in practical terms, a solution to the altitude of that triangle. So I'll just eliminate the negative 14. So the height of the triangle is 5. Now, I'm not quite done, because the original question said, find the base and altitude of the triangle. All right, well, I found that altitude is 5 right there. And now the base was x plus 9, so 5 plus 9 is 14. And there I have it. I've got the height of the triangle is 5. The base is 14. And if you want to double check, is it true? Is half times base times height, is it equal to the 35? Well, let's see. Let's do this real quick. 1/2 times 5 times 14. Well, 5 times 14 is 70. Times by half is 35. So it checks out. I know for sure that that's the right answer. And that's it for this question.